So sick. So sick.
Asset protection can mean many different things to many different people. Depending on what type of assets you have and the amount of assets you have, there are various vehicles that may be appropriate for asset protection. Asset protection can be as simple as acquiring an insurance policy, or it can be as complicated as setting up various corporate entities and subsidiaries of those entities to protect interests. State law exemptions provide for coverage of most assets, and they prevent creditors from coming and seizing your primary residence, your tools of the trade, and other things that you rely on for daily living. If there are assets such as rental properties or stocks and bonds that need to be protected, those can be transferred into a revocable or irrevocable trust. They can be titled and transferred to companies, and they can be protected in various ways, not all of which are appropriate for every person. It's important when considering asset protection to come in and sit down with an attorney at a law firm where they will spend the amount of time necessary with you to decide what is appropriate, to learn what your goals are, and to learn what your short and long-term objectives are with the assets that you have. Without knowing more details about the individual's assets, it's easy to make assumptions about what their goals are and how to protect it. As lawyers, we always like to bulletproof things and make them as safe as possible. Sometimes the asset protection mechanisms can make it prohibitively difficult to borrow money, to transfer the assets, or to carry on and conduct regular business. So it's very important that when you go to see an attorney about asset protection, that you tell them enough information and provide them with all the details that they need so that they can consider not only what assets you have, how to protect them, but also what your goals and objectives are. Our firm sits down with people, goes through what their assets are, what their goals and objectives are, short and long term. If they already have an estate plan, we look at their estate plan, and then we sit down and look at what asset protection is appropriate based upon their goals, objectives, and their estate plans.